Hello, this is Aaron, the Novice Painter, and today's video is something that I think everyone who is learning to paint should do from time to time. This is not my work. I am copying a artist who is much better than I am. In this case, I'm copying an artist whose name is Buck Paulsen, and he painted this painting and was very kind to put an instructional video on YouTube and talks about the colors he used and composition and things like that, and very grateful to him for doing that. I wanted to make sure and give him credit because this is not my composition. I'm the one painting this version of it, but I didn't come up with the actual content, so I want to give credit where credit is due. I think doing tutorials, following tutorials, whether they're on YouTube or even not following a tutorial, which in this case I wasn't really following the tutorial so much as using his idea. I did watch the tutorial, but I very quickly found that that I wanted to do it my way instead of his way, which is, I think, perfectly okay. The idea here is I saw the picture and I liked it, and I wanted to try it because it's not something I'd tried before. There were several new things in here, new things to try, from the use of the contact paper, which I hadn't done before, and I found I absolutely love, and I've done several paintings since then, which will show up later in the channel, that use the contact paper, and it's one of my new favorite things. So I might even start overusing that. I may have to cut down, but I liked it a lot. So that was his idea, and I believe he even credits another artist where he got that idea from. So sometimes art is taking other people's work and making it your own. And much as I did with this one is pretty close to shameless copying. I didn't change a whole lot, but it is certainly, if you saw them side by side, you can definitely tell that this is derived from that, but it is certainly not exactly the same as his image. The other thing that's new for me is putting people in. I don't normally do that. I normally stay away from people. I do structures and boats and cars and tractors and things, but never people. But I think it made sense in this case, and I wanted to try it. It's something new, and I may try it again. It turned out okay. Certainly not the greatest thing I've ever done, and certainly not near as good as Mr. Paulsen's work, but learned a lot, and I will take the things that I learned from this and go from there. Apply it to other paintings and do my own thing. Normally when I'm doing a painting based on someone else's work, I don't try and make an exact copy. I do try and make my own, put my own spin on it and twist on it. And sometimes I start copying what the person has done and end up with something completely different by the end of it, which is, I think, more how it should work. One thing of note in this painting is the fact that I started with a black canvas. It's something I've done quite a bit in the past, but I hadn't done yet in this series, so I thought I'd talk just a little bit about it. Using a black canvas, and it's just you can buy the canvases black, but I just use a flat, cheap acrylic paint. It can be a latex paint, anything that is water-based and dries quickly. You paint the canvas black before you start painting, and what this does is it allows you to bring out color. Light paint stands out only if there's dark paint behind it, so if you start with a black canvas, it allows the colors to really bring forth. Also, this is a night scene with a very muted light. I guess it's some kind of sunset, sunrise type thing. So the black canvas works very well for that. So I thought I'd explain a little bit. You don't always have to start with a white canvas when you're painting. The other thing that I really took from this, doing a copy of this work, that I wouldn't necessarily, or that I struggle with in my own painting, is composition. A lot of times my paintings tend to be not of anything. They're just a background. and there's no interest to the painting. It's literally just a background that something should be in, and I'm trying to get away from that. And I felt that this painting in particular was a good way to sort of get away from that, because there are a lot of things happening. Yes, you've got the landscape in the background, but it is the background. Compositionally, this painting works very well, I thought. There's a foreground image of the two people. Then your eye is sort of drawn to the light in the sky up and to the right, and then it continues down and to the right to the sailboat out on the water. So I felt this would be a good starting point to try and learn about composition and study how it was done. It draws your eye in a clockwise direction, which I thought was kind of nice. And I want to strive to do more of that as my painting journey continues. Okay, I think that's good for now. I will let the music take over. I chose some a cappella music this time just because I thought it felt the mood of the painting. It talks about sailing and things of that nature. So I hope you enjoy, and I hope you'll join me for the next one. Until then, take care, and thanks for watching.
I set my sail, fly the wind, it will take me back to my home, sweet home. Lie on my back, clouds are making way for me.